So welcome to Kholat, everyone. This is a game about the Dyatlov Pass incident, as the legends or myths about it. We'll see what we find in this game. There's many speculations and what to happen to those people, but we'll also see a little bit of a trailer here going in the beginning, because I already tried it out once to test the video options and everything, but the resolution was not the optimal, because it just sliced the screen in the middle, not full screen as it stood in the options, but yeah, so I had to change that. So let's try this now instead and see what we can find out there in the snow. Can we find the truth or not?
56 years ago, Russia, the northern Ural Mountains. A group of 9 students of the Ural Polytechnic Institute embarked upon a difficult winter expedition to reach the Otorten mountain. Their journey seemed to progress according to plan. However, on the 7th day of their trip, the weather conditions worsened. They lost their orientation and were forced to set up a camp on the slope of the mountain called Kholat Siakal. It was their last stop. 3 weeks later in Yekaterinburg, when their families received no word of their success, the first rescue expeditions were sent. On February 25, 1959, an abandoned encampment was found. The tent was torn down and covered with snow, with all the group's belongings left inside. Further examination revealed it was cut from inside out. The surrounding footprints indicated the crew had fled the tent. They were barefooted. This suggests a frantic escape, characteristic of people scared out of their wits. 2 sets of prints led to a forested area down the slope. The rescue team found an improvised fireplace and 2 bodies. They were lying in but their underwear, with cuts and scratches to their limbs, suggesting they had tried to climb the tree in panic. What could terrify them so much? The next 3 bodies were found scattered a few hundred meters from the first discovery. One of them had suffered a fractured skull, this despite no evidence of a struggle. It took the spring thaw 2 months later to enable the rescue team to find the rest of the victims. The last 4 skiers were found buried in a thick layer of ice and snow. Their autopsies led to even more bizarre findings. All of the bodies had severe internal injuries caused by an undetermined force, similar to that of a serious car accident. No external damage nor bruises were visible, besides a tongue ripped from one victim's mouth and a strange orange skin color. Much speculation arose from these puzzling events. Such theories included attack from the local tribesmen, from an avalanche, or animals. Each theory, however, only served to create more questions. The truth behind this tragic course of events remains unexplained to this day. What really happened? Maybe the answer still waits to be discovered, deep under the snow.
So there you go, said by Sean himself. So I forgot to say that his voice is in this game. It's pretty cool. So let's see what we find in this village. So music suddenly stops. It's a really nice looking game. Really immersive. It's like I'm out there in snow. Almost like Sweden. Except the houses are not the same. This looks strange.
Are you coming to me?
No. Some kind of cave system. Okay. Shit.
In the end, the only thing I saw was a flash. An insufferable burning light. The pain ripping apart my body. I felt it tearing out of my soul. After a while, I was nobody. Nothing. The light went out and I vanished into overwhelming darkness. I welcomed the end with delight.
Jesus Christ, is that the tent? It is. All the skis are still here. The footprints as well. Let's see. Huh.
I am right behind you. Have you ever tried to hold on to your humanity? When others convince you of being no more than a subject, an object, which they can bend to their will. When they told you that you were a monster that deserved punishment. When you could really not remember your sins. When they took away your loved ones, leaving you to rot in the dark. The problem is that in their darkness, you have never been alone.
I guess we should follow the footprints. F for survival info. Flashlight. There's the map. So we can go anywhere we want. It's like an open world kind of thing. There's a tent. We can't see ourselves. Let's see. I can see a radio mast over there. Radio tower. What do you call it?
I set out the moment I heard about the incident. I was in the area, so I reported to the unit myself to be automatically assigned to the case. I arrived at Vishai on February the 19th, a couple of days before the Institute's rescue group. While waiting for them, I started asking around to see if anyone from among the locals knew anything about the incident. One of them said he had a hunting cabin in the search region and knew the area very well. I decided to use him as a guide. When the rescue team had finally arrived, I I explained to them what the unit's role was in this mission, and that all discoveries or observations should be brought to my attention before anyone else's. We established priorities, checked the equipment, and set off right away. It was not until February the 26th we found the tent that I believe belonged to the students. Initial findings show that the people in the tent cut its sidewall, and for some reason tried to escape from it in panic. The tracks in the snow led to a forest 1.5 kilometers away. But the trail went cold after 500 meters, and we had to carefully search the entire area. This was not a place of any average incident. We had shivers crawling all over our bodies because of the atmosphere surrounding us. I was convinced that something more than just an accident had occurred here. I had the feeling we were dealing with something unnatural.
Diary, logo report, and articles. That's what we can collect. And here's a survival one. Running in deep snow. First, I go for longer rest in the camp, so I go for a safe route. Right mouse and a way to take a better look at it. Light your flashlight. Map, compass, barely accessible rocky notch, barely enters. Okay. Okay. Whoa. Jesus. Okay. Let's follow this one. I'm heading. Damn, I'm not good at compass. So this is every site we have to investigate, I guess. Let's see then if we go to 7 north, 52 east. It's up there. Can we put down like a note or something? No. We have to go north. So I guess it's up there where the yellow thing is. Or am I all wrong? There's a tent again. How do we get there again? So now I'm just going in a circle, I guess. Let's see. I guess I'm right over here. So I have to go like this way, perhaps? Or do I have to go to the cave? We'll see. We'll find out at least. I don't think we can just roll right over the mountains. So let's continue here. I hear some paper. What's that? Lies a bus for boarding Cosmodrome. The sky was not during the night of 4th to 5th of July. Witnesses testified they had seen a bright orange sphere which had crossed the sky above the city several times, moving chaotic and immediately changing its direction of flight. Finally it stopped and disappeared. Major Gierka, an aviation professional, confirmed it's impossible for any flying object known to move like that. Military and cost controls personnel answer our question in a short and firm way by distancing themselves to the event, informing that there were no activity in that area as well as there were no tests performed. So there's like a UFO or something. That people have seen. So that's kind of nice. You can hear where the notes are as well, listening and going towards them. So we'll try to get to that yellow place. I'm gonna try to follow the bearings from top to bottom. See what we find. Maybe that's not the fastest best way. So this should be to that mountain up there, if we can go over the ice. Can we climb up here? Nope. Bridge up there as well. Strange rock formation up there. And also some flowers. Okay.
Beginning, I wanted to make things right. I believed God itself touched me. That I have received a chance, a compensation for the evil that was brought upon me. That I understood that it is not God, or good, or restitution. Just a tool of revenge.
Skulls. Bones. It's just what we want. It's like some kind of graveyard or something. Maybe? Totems. So...
Are you coming to me?
These might be the totems or things from the local tribesmen there, as you saw in the intro cinematic trailer of what happened. What they thought happened was like the tribesmen attacking the people, but they couldn't find any struggles or anything on the bones or the corpses of these people who died. Well, we don't want to jump down there, because that would be the end. Pretty fast.